Hey guys, this is Rob Joe Films here, and I'm going to give you a tutorial of how to build this tank. It's the tank that I use, that Punkduckable uses in a bunch of his YouTube videos. I actually made it, and I'm actually under construction of a second one, this black one over here, that I'm going to show you how to make. So, what you want to do first off is, hold on 1 second. You're going to want to start with something like this. So you just want to build a kind of a wall, like here. Okay, so you got this wall, right? And you're going to make it, let's see, 4 high by about 20. So 4 by 20. Alright, it's 1 thick, not very three-dimensional or anything. So let me see, let me rebuild this. Okay, now what you want to do is also include, it doesn't really matter how long these are, just include it so that you have some hole pieces right there, and then one of these pieces where it more or less has little things that stick out the side. So that's useful for when you're attaching that piece. So build the 4 by 20 piece, okay? And you want to build 2 of them. Okay? Now the second one, now the pieces that are going to go on here, and these will actually have little guns on them. These things. These are the side guns. Now this is made up of more or less just 2 of these 4 by 10 flat pieces with a 8 by 2 flat piece on the top, like that. So it's kind of got a little 3-dimension to that. And then you just take 2 of these little, I don't know, these little cylinder pieces, 1 by 1 cylinder pieces, and put them right where the 2 pieces meet. And that gets you the little side gun. Now, on the back, see, you're going to want to make it, you don't want to get one of these pieces with the holes in it, alright? So a 2 by 6 flat gray piece, doesn't matter which color, I use gray because that's all I have, with the holes in the center of it. It has to be a plate, because that allows you to attach it like that, so it nicely lines up. No, don't go from the side. It nicely lines up like that, yeah. Now, also, what you're gonna, okay, so you're gonna build two of these. Now, this is the next step. Is the one that's gonna probably require that probably a lot of you are gonna have to go onto Lego.com and buy a bunch of pieces for this, because this takes a lot of pieces. You need to be able to get 20 of these little pieces that curve up, little angle pieces that go up. Get enough to make a row of 20 of them. Alright, and then you stack those all on the bottom, like this. Now, this is gonna make these sort of bow, or I guess the curved shape on the bottom that adds to the effect of the tank. So attach all those. Now, it doesn't matter if you get 2 by 2s, you can get 1 by, you can get the 1 by 2 ones, you can get the 2 by 4 angle pieces. It really doesn't matter, just as long as it all adds up to 20. So here, let me put the rest of these on. Ooh, where'd my last piece go? Aha. Okay, so now we have this, right? And this is more or less your side piece. On the completed tank, it'll be this segment right here. Now, the second part. Now, once you're done with these, I'm gonna build an identical one. Like, hold on a second. Second one that looks identical. Only now you're gonna want to put the angle pieces on the top. So you have to get also 20 of them. Okay, so put those on the top. So that'll also add and make the curved sort of shape on the top. Now that will complete your tank, or your side pieces, like this. Wait. So now we have, wait a second. So now we have the side piece, right? Now also right here, what you may notice is I put one 2x4 piece right here. And that's going to be important later. But for right now, you're going to want to get, see these are identical. You're going to want to get another 2x4 piece, right here, and attach it on the side. Now you may notice that actually this angle appears to be more than what I said, the standard one. Well, that's because I actually ran out of the top pieces. For whatever reason, I had more ones that curve up than the ones that curve down. So I had to just use the bigger ones. And yeah, it looked kind of crappy and all, but oh well. If you have enough of them, if you have enough of the ones that angle that only take one stud or whatever long to go curve down, definitely use those. It looks a lot better. So now, aside from that, you're gonna want to build a little piece that's five levels high. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels high by, I don't know. Let's see, probably 10. Yeah, 5 by 10. So you want to build 5 high, 10 wide. It can just be one if you don't want to use one thick, then you can use thicker. I just use one for these. And then you're also gonna want to get these 6 by 10s. 2 of those. Lay them down right next to each other, and put your 2 side pieces right up on them. Okay. So at this point, you have this. Now, for the rest of them, just get 2 more that will add up to the whole 20. Okay. There you go. So get enough for that. The 20. It doesn't have to be the 6 by 10. Just get enough flat pieces to add up to this 20. It doesn't necessarily have to be the 6 by 10. Actually, the 6 by 10 is kind of hard to work with, unless you have 4 of them. So now, at this point, we have the base, and we have the 2 sides of our tank, right here. Yep. Now, we're going to want to, at this point, we're going to want to make sure that these 2, you can see these 2 side pieces aren't really that, they aren't held together at all. They can come apart. So, you're going to want to get just any brick. I use a 2x4. And just put it where those 4 plates meet. So that now you have more or less a sturdy tank base. Now, I want to go back, put your 2x4s on here, and now that you have your little wall with the 2x4s on the side, sorry if I forgot to tell you that, you have to put the 2x4s on the side, so it'll hook up with these 2 wall pieces. Put that on, right? And now you should be getting something that's starting to look like half the tank, which is pretty cool. Now also, you don't want to remove if you don't want to do this, you don't have to do this. This is an extra step just to kind of add effect. It looks pretty cool. It's a little ladder. You take out, so you go over 4 from one side. So look, 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you're gonna want to place this little ladder looking thing. Okay, and how I made that is I take 2 of the 2x1 flat pieces, stack them on top of each other, and then put one of the little handle, I don't know, that type of piece, on the bottom. Okay, and then I make like 3 or 4 of those, stack them on top of each other, and put them on the bottom, and there you have a little ladder. Alright, and you don't have to do that. I mean, if you don't want to, it's definitely not necessary. I just added that because I thought it looked cool. So now you're gonna want to finish off this little piece right here. And there you go. Now, see, you have your nice little tank. You have your back of the tank. Okay. And it looks, and this is starting to, you're building this portion. Now, you may notice on this tank that it has these pieces right here, Well, this one, they don't really come in black. If you want to build one out of gray, you can build those. For this one, what I did is I just merely took these. Let me take this piece off. I took these pieces. I'm not really sure what I'm going to call these. The little angle pieces. And I just stuck them on either side of where that ladder goes. Let's see, where'd my other one go? I don't know where my other one went. Stick those on there. I'm just going to use 2 of these because I can't find my other piece. Stick 2 of those. So just put those up there. And then you start to get the same sort of effect. See that one like that. This one like that. So yeah. Now you may also notice that there's this piece right here. This is a really rare piece. It's actually made in a couple of older sets that haven't been sold for like 5 years. If you read it, it actually says survival equipment, and that's from a Dino thing. That's really old, and they don't make it anymore. So we're gonna get rid of that. So now we have this much, okay, and we're just going to finish off the rest of it. Put these 2 pieces on, like that. And now, you're going to want to get a little ladder piece. If you have a little ladder piece, put it right here, right? Okay, and that's going to allow you to, see, I just used one of these pieces just for demo right now because I don't have any black ladder pieces. And that will get you that little effect. Now, if you have a black, seeing as I'm building, you really can't see that. Seeing as I'm building in black, I couldn't find any of the ladder pieces like it's on the original tank. So I had to use one of these, and then just go get 2 little graded pieces and put them on there. So I don't have that right now, but that's more or less what you're supposed to do. So now, what I want to add, so now the tank kind of looks a little bit hollow. So now we're going to go on and add these flat pieces, right? Okay. Now this can kind of contradict, so if you're going to add, if you really want to add the top portion of the ladder, just do the same thing that you did on the ladder, the 2 2x1 flat pieces, stack them on top of each other, and then put this on top and just stack that right there. I'm going to remove this one because I don't want to do that right now. And there you have it. You have more or less half the tank. So I really can't fit the whole tank video into one video, so the other one will be in the next video. Watch out for that one coming in a couple of weeks. Now I'm going to show you around some of the sets. So over here we have, let's see, this is actually a piece that's going to be used in punkduckables' new video, Lego World War II Part 10, the Battle of Berlin. Now this is modeled off of the German German Capitol building. Now, if you look at this, these are 2x6 pieces. There's about 120 of them. Actually, no, wait, 150 of them. This entire thing. This is a 50x50 base plate. There's 2 of them. And this is going to be a little guard tower and stuff. It's made to be as accurate as much as possible. Even in the back, there's actually a little dome and a little platform for people to walk in. This is supposed to be as accurate as I can get to the thing. So this will be used in punkduckables' final video. I'm giving it over to him probably by the end of the week. I don't know when I'm going to give it over to him, but this is what's going to be in his video. This will be really cool to see him do all the stop motion with the little Legos and stuff. I don't bother with the World War II stop motion. I go with more modern stuff, but that's his decision. Oh well. Then over here you have a building that I built in my spare time. It's pretty tall. It's got a little radio tower on it, and the reason for that is so that it can be equally high as this radio tower. You may remember this from one of my older videos. This is the newer one. It's a lot nicer looking and a little bit taller. Now I don't have the new top segment on right now, but that's what it's been looking like. And that's about it. See ya.